Drop your weapons. Orders received. Mission is a go. Oof. I need a weapon. I need a weapon. Fight for the Empire.
Yeah, I need a sound check. How's it? Hang loose. Welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii, the channel. And today is Saturday, December 11th. We're getting close to the 12 days of Christmas, which I think starts December 13th. 12, 13. Maybe it's the 12th, I don't know, tomorrow. And today is Saturday, so it's Aesop Fable. Aesop's Fable. Yay! Trooper standing by. You just staying on by then. Boy, I had a deep night's sleep. I mean, these things. See, this is like day 4 or 5 out of operation. Post office. It's like, boom. I guess I need the rest, but it's like just straight, no interruption. Deep sleep. And then you have the dreams when you get like that. Then just before you wake up, you get the little dreamy. So I had this dream about this picture, this painting that was a man standing there, very abstract, impressionist, like man standing. It would just be kind of like a brush stroke and a small little painting. And someone's like, "Ooh, that's worth a lot of money." Like, it's just that little thing upstairs was hanging around. Look for them. He says Fable. What's ow? Woohoo! Okay. She's playing. Ow! Yeah. Gather around, kitty. It's time for 500 BC. I don't know. Story. They call these stories. Not quite sure what. They're fables. They're from me.
Oh, apologies. This is where the power grid, I think, had a burp at the voiceover. The Lark and the Farmer. A lark nested in a field of corn and was rearing her brood under cover of the ripening grain. One day, before the young were fully fledged,
the farmer came to look at the crop, and, finding it yellowing fast, he said, "I must send around word to my neighbors to come and help me reap this field." One of the young larks overheard him and was very much frightened and asked her mother whether they hadn't better move house at once. "There's no hurry," replied she. "A man who looks to his friends for help will take his time about a thing." In a few days, the farmer came by again and saw that the grain was overripe and falling out of the ears upon the ground. "I must put it off no longer," he said. "This very day I haul them in and set them to work at once." The lark heard him and said to her young, "My children, we must be off. He talks no more of his friends now, but is going to take things in hand himself." Moral to the story is, self-help is the best help. I think it's said differently nowadays. If you want to get anything done around here, you gotta do it yourself. That's how they say it nowadays. Anyways, okay, back to the news. There's always so much stuff in the news, and Okay, I think in the Omicron zone, we got about 13 new, so I don't know, 15 Omicroners in Hawaii. Apparently, the symptoms are mild. If you're unvaccinated, they're not as mild as if you're vaccinated. Mild. Been watching these people on TV. They're experts. Listen for the experts. The ones on the ground, in the field, boots and eyes in the ground. So, it can go through like if you're vaccinated or double vaccinated, yeah. But then on the other hand, other people saying, hey man, by the time you got booster, excuse me, no pain meds, that's right. By the time you got booster, you don't even need to worry about it, because you get double vax and then you get the booster and you're pretty much like charging. That's that. Yeah, Fauci. I believe in Fauci. I believe in Fauci. This is just song. I believe in Fauci. Oh, here she comes. You Omicron thing. I believe in Fauci. So, because he's a scientist. God dang it. I don't believe in politicians. I believe in scientists, yes. Unless they're paid off. So, here you go. Booster, you're pretty assured of your safety. However, they're also talking about fourth booster, but that's like blah, 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 blah on the side. That's the day of the disease. You don't have to think about it anymore. Unless you don't want a mask and go to a big event. And then you're on your own. Yay! Honolulu Marathon's coming this Sunday. That's tomorrow. Honolulu Marathon. And we're going to read Scrooge for our Shakespeare on Sunday group. So I don't think that's going to be posted because it's copyrighted. Freaking weenies. Money grubbing Scrooges. Copyrighted the thing. So anyways, blah blah. Now, might save me some editing time. So, not a big elephant in the room. Water. That's right. It's contaminated. Over there at Red Hill, Aliamanu, that's the military reservation people. And Red Hill, which is the Halawa Valley, in the neighboring neighborhood is Aiea. So those places, yeah, it's in the water and it's petroleum, more specifically jet diesel fuel, which was inside the tanks from the first place. I have all this documentation of that's what they put in the tanks. Jet fuel, diesel, blah, 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 with additives too to anti-knocking. That fuel is, they're wondering, oh, we have online paper, so don't be so The Navy says, you know what, though? The fuel inside the water that you drink and make you sick and go to the hospital, it might be okay because it might not be from our tanks. We don't know where it's from. Let's take a sample and have like freaking weeks to get samples and samples and samples because of just resampling. It's what's the word for it? Redundancy. You don't even need the sample practically. There's the tanks, there's the fuel, there's the water. It's contaminated. And then they said it was contaminated, and then it wasn't contaminated. One well. So the Navy said their leaders believe the contamination, and then they said it was okay. The fuel in the water is actually from an earlier spill that went down over there. That's not far away from the tanks because they're trying to divert attention away from the tanks. Okay. I don't know. This is it gets to be, you know, it gets to be what? Hey, the delay on this. I'm sorry. I'm going to go back here. it gets to be too much. Because basically, the Navy's doing a song and dance. Maybe the fuel's over there. We're not sure if the fuel over there is from up. It's like the tank's leaked. It hit the water. It's contaminated. The big thing is we don't know how contaminated, or the contamination that did happen, how it's going to spread through the other aquifer parts, which is basically all of southern Honolulu. 400,000 people of civilian, all the way from that side, Ewa side of Pearl Harbor, all the way Hawaii Kai. Yeah, that's the board of water supply going, we take water from the aquifer. When they shut down the shaft at Red Hill, Halava, that took out 20% of everybody else's water. Now, everybody else has to conserve water now, because coming up, when it gets hot, in summer or whatever, and the water consumption goes up, everyone's going to be sucking water out, and that is going to be on the move. If they say that water in their contamination now is from an earlier spill, that doesn't let them off the hook, but they're trying to make it like it does, because they also said, we're happy to announce this was a one-time event. It's just a single event. Golly gosh. Hey, we're good to go. So, they're doing that, and that would be the Navy. Now, okay, they're saying it's they're saying here it's actually from that November 26th spill, which was bad also, but I'm not sure about that information. Meanwhile, back in the reality of everybody that lives on the island, they're having a die-in instead of a lie-in. So there was lying on the ground. We're dead, you killed us, you mother beep. State of protect. Alright, moving on. Now that we're out of zombie apocalypse. Oh, the guy from the Monkees died. Mike Nesmith, he was 78. Hey, we're the Monkees. Now we're pushing up lilies. Mike Nesmith, he was probably the brains of the Monkees. Sorry, monkey brains. Rest in peace, don't haunt me. 1951, this guy is getting a big hat on. Look at the pretty women there. Oh, Orville, here's a hat for you. Oh, golly, it's been so long as they've been outside the office. Wilfred, it's not Orville, Wilfred Blythe, Colonial Secretary of British Crown Colony. Wow, he's the British colony of Malaya, receives lei and coconut frond hat from Jackie and Lorraine, Hawaii Visitors Bureau, where he's discussing Pacific tourism. It's like, hey, step up. 1951. Wasn't even a state then. This was like territory of Hawaii. Hey, what's happening in the sports, eh? Weekly, there's underwater Santa. Da-da, da-da. Underwater Santa. Da-da, da-da. I can't do it. Underwater Santa. He's got the bends. Underwater Santa got bit by a shark who wasn't naughty. It was nice. Hey, naughty or nice, we send the sharks after you now. Where are we here? Local business? Okay. Oops. Anything else? I guess not. We're skipping that right now. Red Raiders still rule Hawaii. Oh gosh. I'm from Kahuku. We're getting down here. Went through the college football. Now we're down to high school football, and pretty soon we're out of the season. Dang it, man. We're all the big rockers in the football. Starting to show. Here we go. We got something going on. Prep football. Yeah, see, high school. You can tell. Well, I think we'll try to run faster than him to the left. And my thighs are about the same size as my arm. Sorry. All right. Let's get. That was uncalled for. Talked about arm size. All right, let's look to see what Honolulu Santa. Santa, watch out for the great white Santa. All right, hey, where is it? Okay, here we go. I don't know. I don't think. Oh, there it is. Omicron. Winter Omicron surge. So the trip about the Omicron thing is it spreads faster than Delta. So wear your damn mask, because that'll still work. Distancing will still work. Wear your damn mask. The lotion crap, clean your hands, that'll still work. Get vaccinated still works. Get your booster still works the best. All that stuff works. And the politicians are full of hi. Midterm elections, that's what the hell that is. All right, big earthquake could destroy Red Hill. That's right, true. And back to our we can't breathe and we can't drink water. Back to bomb zombie apocalypse. What do the people think? Big earthquake could destroy Red Hill. Thanks this, that's an absolute truth. If there was a seismic event, it's gone. The whole aquifer. Counter-volcanologists assure the people, and we got living active volcanoes, well, geologically alive, assure the people of Hawaii that it's highly unlikely that a 5.8 point earthquake could hit the islands in the next 100 years. If such a disastrous earthquake were to hit our state, isn't it possible that one or more of fuel tanks located right in a fuel storage facility could be severely damaged or destroyed? Yes, absolutely. A quake, those things and rusted through already. It's leaking already. Shake it up, right? If those take two places, what happened to Honolulu? How would one damage the? How does one contaminate the whole? Wait. If that were to take place, what would happen to the Honolulu groundwater aquifer? Does that one contaminate the whole aquifer? Yes. It'll eventually. Right now, what we got going on will eventually taint to some degree the whole aquifer. It's done. We're doomed. It depends on how bad it is. And they're dancing like a whole branch of the Navy. Even the Secretary of the Navy is going, it can't happen here. No, it's just a single event, nothing to see. Right in front of everybody's eyes, and everybody freaking knows it for sure. I believe Fukushima nuclear power plant disaster now clearly demonstrated that no amount of safety measures can protect the facility. Fukushima! Yeah, water. William Tanaka. Okay, yeah. City's T time system worse than the old one. Golf. Skip. What is this one? Goes there because I don't know how to hear it. The 10-year-old girl that was arrested. What? Handcuffed and arrested for drawing one pizza. She drew. Oh, so yeah, okay. So the big representative did some anime sword fight thing with this 10-year-old girl over here. It was a. I mean, I'm sure the girl. See, it was a black girl though, and then once they started playing the race card, it's like, oh god. But it was just a little girl, 10 years old, and she was being bullied. Now she was being bullied so much that it affected her. I mean, if I was being bullied and I drew like bullets and guns and the guy, bullying me exploding and sharks eating me up as a boy, I mean, that's nothing. I used to do that stuff all the time. No, I mean, that's nothing, really. Seriously, that's nothing. But nowadays, where they would help them get some help, because being bullied is a traumatic experience. And if they want to do a bully damage assessment with the girl, yeah. So they would look at that and take it seriously. Because if untreated, yeah, she could possibly, harm someone later, or, take a gun to a knife fight or a gun to a soda straw fight. Depends on what kind of bully you got. But to just arrest a 10-year-old girl because the other parents told the principal, do it, is wrong. And that's even, never mind. Have a happy day, don't drink the water. Time for some tea. Wait, not tea. Time for some juice. If it's already, oh gosh. Bye. Tomorrow's the kind. Oh, okay. Aloha already. Shut up. Aloha. Aloha. Talk to Aloha. Good day.